What's up, everyone? This is AllDestroyer229, and today we celebrate another year of Let's Playing. A few days ago, I celebrated the 7-year anniversary of the channel. 7 years ago, on October 3rd, 2001, I uploaded my first video here on YouTube. And it may be a couple days late, but I always do these types of informational videos, kind of detailing what the channel is for those of you who might be new to the channel, as well as give, my thoughts about what I plan to do for the upcoming year. So, basically, what I do, for those of you who are new, is that this is a Let's Play channel, which means that I do video game playthroughs with my added commentary. Now, kind of what I do specifically deals with more so blind Let's Plays. A lot of the games that I do for the very first time. So, a lot of games on this channel are, think of them as my first impressions. Going through the first time, seeing my initial reactions to what all is happening in the game, whether it's getting used to the controls, getting accustomed to the story, the characters, that sort of thing. That's not everything that I do, and, you'll see from time to time I will do games in which I am very intimately familiar with. Games that I have played before, games that I know about. So, it's a little bit of give and take, but primarily it will always be some form of Let's Play. In terms of genres, usually I tend to play more platformers and RPGs, but I do dabble into other genres every now and again. And of course, sometimes I even bring along some of my friends to do some series as well, and I upload those videos on a weekly basis. Now, speaking of which, for those of you who might be curious about my upload schedule, typically, I try to upload one episode of a series every day. It's not necessarily the same series, but I always try to upload something on a daily basis. And usually this will go into a rotation. So using some recent examples, let's say on Monday, I upload a video of Persona 5. And I have another series going on, Chrono Trigger. So Monday, like I said, Persona 5. When Tuesday rolls around, Chrono Trigger gets uploaded. On Wednesday, once again, Persona 5. And if I happen to skip a day, then I still continue on to the rotation. So let's say Thursday, there's no upload. Let's say that I got busy with something that day and I didn't have time to edit. Then on Friday, it would then be Chrono Trigger, because that is the next game in the rotation. Sometimes I play multiple games like that. Usually there'll only be 1 or 2 games within a normal daily rotation, with a co-op game uploaded every Saturday. So whenever Saturday rolls around, that is the dedicated day for the co-op Let's Play. And then Sunday rolls around and it's back to the normal rotation. I do say try, because for those of you who've been around very recently, you'll notice that my uploads have been a little bit dodgy, and I do apologize for that. The last few weeks have been very, very, very busy. Especially in the last 2 or 3 weeks or so. Whether that's dealing with work, a show that I'm in, my own personal life, there's a lot that's been going on, and I've had to sacrifice quite a bit of sleep as well. So, I do apologize that I haven't quite been as up to date as I usually am with my uploads. Like I said, I do try to upload an episode every day, but sometimes that doesn't happen. So, I do apologize for that, but do know that I always try to supply you guys with a video on a daily basis. So I hope you guys are understanding in that regard. That's pretty much all that I want to cover in terms of what exactly I do in terms of the channel. You know, just as a reminder for those of you who've been around a while, or in case you were curious if you are new to the channel. Now that I've gotten done with that sort of introduction as to what I do, this is a celebration of the anniversary of the channel, and I usually try to do some sort of compilation video. As is tradition, it is late. I do apologize for that because I specifically made an attempt to try to get the compilation video out on time. I tried a different method in trying to get the clips, and when a few months ago when I was starting to plan this out, and I specifically dedicated the last couple weeks of September to try to compile everything together. Guess what? I have had zero time to focus on that. I've been lucky to get as much time as I have on the normal rotation of episodes. So unfortunately, the compilation video, as is tradition, is late. Hopefully I'll get a free weekend soon-ish, so I can actually compile it together. I do have quite a bit of work done on it right now, but there's still a lot that needs to be put into it, so that'll get done when it gets done, but I can never seem to get that out on time. Well, anyway, enough about the past. Usually with these types of informational videos, I also like to give my thoughts on what my plans are for the upcoming year. This is the type of stuff that I think you guys are most interested in, just so you have, kind of an idea of what I plan to do for the upcoming year. And I'd first like to start out with even more bad news, concerning some bonus videos. Specifically with two series, Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, and Final Fantasy VII. I have stated in the past that I wanted to try to do some bonus videos for those series, and I've made the decision a while ago, but I haven't had a good time to actually, give my thoughts, and those series are officially done. I am not going to be doing any more videos for Gale of Darkness or Final Fantasy VII, and the reason for that is the reason why I do bonus videos to begin with. They're usually meant for me trying to have a bit of extra fun and show off the game as much as possible. But when it came to those series in particular, I had to stop and think, am I doing this because I want to, or am I doing it because I feel I have to? And this was back when I was doing, or at least contemplating, what I wanted to do with bonus episodes for Persona 4. And when it came to those two series, I came to the conclusion that I would be doing those bonus videos because I felt I had to. And when I have that feeling, I feel like it's not worth doing those episodes then, because I wouldn't be having fun doing so. And that's a key thing, because the biggest reason for doing videos in the first place is simply to have fun and bring entertainment to anyone who watches. That's really the whole point. If I'm not having fun, I feel like people watching will see that I'm just getting genuinely upset or angry, and then that's just not pleasant to watch. So if it's something that I'm not really keen on, then I feel like I shouldn't push myself to do it. So that's why I have decided to just let those series stand as they are. So I apologize if you were looking forward to any sort of bonus episodes, especially when it came to Final Fantasy VII, but that's the decision that I have reached. Now, on to some more pleasant news. One thing that I haven't done in a very long time that I want to try to do is a challenge run. Basically, it's playing through a game with some sort of voluntary restriction. I believe the last time I did this was when I did a no-death run of the original Legend of Zelda, and that was a very long time ago. So there is a series that I am planning out that will incorporate some form of voluntary challenge. So look forward to that. in terms of the yearly platformer, because that's always another tradition on the channel, I'm still not sure exactly what it is that I want to do. There are certainly some options out there and some games that I am very much looking forward to. There's one in particular, though, that I'm not sure will be out by the time the yearly platformer usually goes up. I think you could probably guess what game I have my eye on. I have mentioned it in the past as well, but I'm not sure if it will be out by that point. If not, well, I still have a few other ideas for the yearly platformer. So do know that that is not changing, and it will not change anytime soon. Something outside of the usual YouTube space, though, is actually more social media, and this is something that I have been contemplating for quite some time, and that's trying to establish some form of communication that's a bit more direct as opposed to just responding to comments in any particular video. I have contemplated in trying to get an official Twitter account for the channel itself. That way, there would be just a more streamlined way of communication between myself and you guys, the fans. One of the biggest reasons why I haven't gotten one to begin with, well, actually there's two reasons. One is that I don't even have a Twitter personally, so that'd be a learning experience. But it's also just a matter of how many people would actively be involved in it. So, it's something that I have debated and something that I'm almost thinking of having sort of like a reach goal when we reach 2,000 subscribers, which we are getting really close to doing. And yes, when we reach 2,000 subscribers, there will be another special. So, look forward to that. So, yeah, when it comes to that, well, that would be something that I would like to do, but there needs to be enough interest in order for me to actually go about and do that. Goodness knows I've done things with trying to get people involved before, and it's kind of just been met with deaf ears. So this is something that I want to make sure that enough people would be, involved with and trying to do communication. That way it's not just a dead account just gathering dust. Metaphorically. So that pretty much does it with everything that I would want to talk about for my plans. Oh, there's actually one other thing. I have been in the works on, relatively recently I might add, of, introducing a new face to the channel. Not face cam, this isn't like a re-reveal of my face or anything like that, but I have been talking with someone who might want to try to also get involved with these videos. So, maybe expect to hear someone new in the near future. So that is everything that I wanted to go over. Once again, thank you guys so much for staying with me. 7 years is a very long time to be doing this. I mean, I've been doing this since high school. And here I am now, 7 years later, well out of college, doing my own full-time job, and I'm still doing this. And I've gotta say, I still love doing this. I always love playing games and broadening my horizons when it comes to just the types of games that I play. Being introduced to new experiences and sharing it with people who find it entertaining, educational, or just fun. This has always been a labor of love for me, and I still want to continue doing this. Even after 7 years, I still want to keep pushing out more content, and I still have a blast. There have been a lot of fun moments, even in the past year, and, well, here's to another year. Thank you guys so much for staying with me. Whether you're just relatively new, whether you stick with a certain genre or series, or if you just watch everything that I put out. Whatever you may be, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed everything that you've seen up to this point, and here's to another year. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, take care.